All right, let's dive right in. Over the next couple of minutes, we're going to unpack a really powerful idea that's completely changing how businesses get things done: AI automation. We're going to break down how a special kind of agency can help a company totally transform its operations, moving from all that manual grunt work to smart, intelligent systems.
So, let me start by asking you a question. Just think about this for a second. What if your business could practically run itself? I mean, all those repetitive, time-sucking tasks that clog up your team's day, what if you could just reclaim all that time? Use it for actual growth, for innovation. That's really the core promise of what we're talking about here.
So what exactly is an AI automation agency? It's super important to get this right. They're not just another tech vendor selling you some off-the-shelf software. Nope. You should think of them more like a strategic partner. They get started by really digging into your unique operations. Then they build solutions that are custom fit for you. And this is the most important part. They stick around to make sure it all gets implemented correctly, so you see real, actual business results.
Now, I know this can sound incredibly complex, maybe even a little overwhelming, but the path to getting automated is, you'd be surprised, pretty methodical. It really just boils down to a clear, three-step process that's designed for one thing and one thing only: getting you real-world results.
Here's how it all breaks down. It always starts with identify. The agency kind of acts like a detective here, combing through your operations to find all the bottlenecks. You know, those high-effort, low-return tasks that are just screaming to be automated. Then comes build. Again, we're not talking about generic software. This is all about creating AI tools that are specifically tailored to solve your unique problems. And finally, you have launch. This is where the new solutions get plugged right into your existing workflow, so your team starts to feel the difference almost immediately.
And that brings me to what is, honestly, the most crucial point. Every single step in this process, from start to finish, is laser-focused on one thing: launching real results. This isn't about theories or what could happen. It's all about making tangible, measurable changes that you can see reflected in your bottom line.
Okay, so we've kind of covered the how, but what about the who? I mean, which industries are really seeing the biggest wins from this kind of AI integration? Let's take a look at a few examples. Let's make this stuff concrete. In manufacturing, just imagine an automated quality control system that can spot tiny defects with superhuman accuracy. Or in logistics, think about intelligent route optimization that saves a fortune on fuel and delivery times. And in finance, you've got AI doing real-time fraud detection, protecting your money 24/7. See, these aren't just small tweaks. These are absolute game changers for these fields.
And really, these examples are just scratching the surface. This process is so incredibly versatile. It's delivering real value across tons of different sectors. I mean, from the factory floor all the way to the financial office and pretty much everywhere in between.
But, and this is a big but, when you're integrating technology this powerful right into the core of your business, there's one ingredient that is absolutely non-negotiable. The whole thing has to be built on a solid foundation of trust. That is the bedrock of any successful partnership like this.
So where does that trust even come from? Well, sometimes it's baked right into the agency's DNA. A veteran-owned firm, for instance, brings a culture that's built on things like discipline, integrity, and a mission-first approach. And those are qualities that become invaluable when you're making big changes to your critical business systems.
At the end of the day, though, trust is proven by performance. When you see an agency that's already trusted by major companies, that has real expertise in complex fields, and that keeps a relentless focus on those tangible results we've been talking about, well, that's a really powerful combination. So, to wrap things up, let's turn this whole thing around and point it back at you. Now that you've seen the process and the potential, just think about your own business for a second. If you could wave a magic wand and automate just one thing to free up more time and to drive more growth, what would it be? That one question could be the very beginning of your own automation journey. Thanks for joining me.